Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field, home of the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Arizona State Sun Devils, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Texas A&M about to boot it away to start this game. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. The give. And that's the way they'll start, and they hope it gets better. No game. Guys, when you think about Arizona State, as most everyone knows by now, one of the top disruptors on defense in the country, 5-star defensive lineman, and they got him with a huge verbal commitment last week. What's that going to do for them?
I mean, the excitement level through the roof. Getting a guy like that you know is plug and play. I mean, big, strong, athletic, makes your defensive line formidable right away. The recruiting class, they just gained some serious momentum.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Oh, he wants it all. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. Let's think a second about Arizona State. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting 4-star defensive linemen, gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive linemen. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Looking to throw, it's Levin. He'll take another shot here. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
This is the matchup everyone is excited to see in this football game, and it doesn't take long to get to it. One of the best receivers in the game, one of the best corners in the game, one-on-one, quarterback taking a shot, and early on, it's the corner who wins, knocking it away for the incompletion. That won't be the last time these two guys go to...
There he goes! He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Yeah, what a nice job finding your matchup, Palmer, on 3rd down. Understanding I got a guy that can catch the ball in the backfield. Nice angle route, getting right there between the linebackers and getting the 3rd down conversion.
It was a really good job, too, David, of the running back that time, setting up like he was going to the flat, and the linebacker gets a little bit too excited. He then puts his foot in the ground, cuts back to the middle. It's an easy pitch and catch, and they get the 1st down.
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Fires to the wideout. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27. Guys, let's take a second here and think about Texas A&M. Not sure if you guys saw this, but they had a big-time four-star running back give a verbal commitment last week. What's his transition going to be like, David?
First of all, everybody saw it. It's all over social media, right? The excitement of landing a guy of that caliber. And just, I mean, that creates excitement in the whole recruiting class in this next cycle.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Dropping back, it's Reed. Grabbed in the middle, it's Owens. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Hauls it in, looking for space. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Toss sweep to the right. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
You know, these little 1 to 2, 3-yard gains early, they're like body blows in a boxing match, and those gains become 10, 12, 15-yarders as the game goes on, and they wear this defense down.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed over the middle, it's Tyson. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Motion from the wideout. To the air on first down. Throws to the back. Snagged in the middle, it's Brown. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
The Sun Devils getting set on 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Levitt. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. This drive will open from the 15. They'll start this drive going to the air. And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Catch in the middle, it's Moss. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. the 37 for the first play of this drive. Quick pass on the fly motion. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Grabs the screen around all kinds of defenders.
And those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Looking for a man. It's Levin. Unleashes one. Working that left side. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Looking downfield on first down. He'll throw it down. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
And they bring the blitz. I mean, you can tell they want to make him feel uncomfortable as quick as possible, and you can see him. He takes off with the football, and they just try to get to him, try to get him on the ground, but this defense choosing to blitz right now in this football game.
Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Got him downfield. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
And how many first downs is that, guys? On this drive alone, this defense has got to find a way to get off the field. They're playing way too many snaps.
And the Sun Devils will try to punch it in on first and goal. Looking to throw. Gets it out quickly. Touchdown, Sun Devils! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
When you think Texas A&M football, man, you think running the football all the way back to R.C. Slocum, a great Aggie head coach. You just want to be the more physical team, and you want to be imposing your will. This guy right here toting the rock has the ability to wear and grind on defenses. He brings that physical presence to this offense.
Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush. Hit them with the screen and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
The Aggies can really attack on this second and short. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Crosses the 30 to the 29 before he stopped. Pick up a 5 on the play. It's a first down.
obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down. And the Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. Spits it out to the back. Zings it complete to the right. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And this is the area of the field where you need a really good back. You can depend on, you can give him the football. He's going to hit a little crease and just lower his shoulder, be physical, be powerful. You saw last week he got a rushing touchdown. I look for this offense to continue to feed him and maybe get him another one today. And this offense, you're halfway home. All you got to do is do the same exact thing, Palmer. Fall forward and be physical here.
And that's why they practice these goal line situations, right? It's to step up and be physical in moments like this.
He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Paul.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
The offense didn't even glance to the sidelines. They'll stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. 75 yards on the touchdown drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Looking downfield, it's Levitt. Unloads to the right. Makes a connection. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
That QB is absolutely going to buy all the hog mollies up front of steak dinner tonight. My goodness, when you have that much time in the pocket, I think I could be successful. And I don't even like quarterbacks who want to play quarterback.
Looking to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll move the tight end. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Guys, you never want to sound the upset alert bell too early, but it might be time to at least know where the button is for it.
Know where the button is, and listen, there's no need to panic yet, but if you're the unranked team, just like this, when you're playing a better team, you want to come in and you want to hang around. Hang around, Jesse, and they're doing just that, staying in this game and have a lead.
Yeah, the unranked team, they've been playing with more intensity in this one. And I think if you're a leader right now on the ranked squad, you've got to be talking to your guys and waking everybody up. This coaching staff is going to have to make some halftime adjustments, but they're going to have to give an earful to their guys to come out here in the second half and start making some plays.
Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
Looking downfield, it's Levitt. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. The Sun Devils will punt this one away. He'll take it on the return. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. Another incompletion on third down.
So after that incompletion, fourth down, you've got to hold serve if you're this offense, right? Both offenses up and down the field. The opponent scored twice. You scored a touchdown on your first drive. I think you got to go for it here because right now nobody's playing defense, and this game very easily could come down to which team has the ball last.
Put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Brown. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Backed up now, here's second and long. Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Moss. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Dropping back, it's Levitt. Quickly out to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. He's going to have to get into this one a little bit from 47 yards away. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Sun Devils will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll step out of bounds at his own 13-yard line, and that will not go down on the teach tape for kick returns. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. Just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
The Aggies in a good spot here with second and short. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on third and short.
Back to throw, it's Reed. Moving out of the pocket. He'll throw it. Makes the grab, it's Armstrong. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Well, this offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they've completely flipped the field.
Texas A&M ready to go with another first down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not second and long. It's not third and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Hey, this offense, man, they talked about it coming out of half. They wanted to get their guy into a rhythm. To do that, man, you got to protect him. You got to keep him upright. He's been hit a lot. He hasn't made that many plays throughout this football game. They got to do a better job of protecting their guy.
It's complete to the left. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie! If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Pulls and fires complete. Turning it on. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Wants to throw. It's Levitt. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
To the air on second down. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
And I thought it was a good job by the quarterback really seeing the drag route start to come across the field. He puts the ball pretty much on the money. And you got to make that play. You got to make those catches to get this offense in a rhythm, to stay ahead of schedule. Those are ones he doesn't drop very often.
Looking to throw again. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. That's caught. It's Hamilton. And he goes down after making the grab. Picked up a few, but he's still short of the first down marker.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down. Still going. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. That took nerves of steel to convert that fourth down on the road.
Oh, man, the crowd going nuts. A big-time opportunity in the third quarter to create some momentum. Help them go crazy. Help them go nuts. But the offense does their job, quiets the crowd, gets the big fourth down conversion.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
The Sun Devils with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking to throw, it's Levitt. He'll take a shot. It's incomplete. Almost intercepted in the end zone. It'll be third down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up. If you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a fourth down. And the Sun Devils decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. Try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. They'll give it to the back. Finding open areas. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Arizona State! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. From the gun, the running back has it. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
And that can be frustrating to watch running backs not make plays like a receiver, but they're not a receiver. And a lot of times when they have guys around them, the focus that receivers have it doesn't exist in them. And you could tell just dropped the football, lost a little bit of focus, but I think those footsteps were close enough where he heard it.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. The running back has it. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
To the air, it's Levitt. Fires to the big fella. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
Third and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down. The Sun Devils will bring the punt team onto the field. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. And here comes the punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Finds his big tight end. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Owens. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Aggies can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion?
And a really good job of focusing on the catch. A lot of people get lost on their feet and trying to stay in bounds, but did a good job catching the football first and then getting that 1 foot they needed in bounds.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to pass, it's Reed. Grabbed behind the line, it's Owens. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the fourth quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Offense in a bunch formation. We'll send the tight end in motion. Wants to fire on second down. Here's the pressure. Keeps looking downfield. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And defense is about being great in the great situations, on the third downs, goal line situations like this, when you need to get a few stops, putting a few stops together, even though you gave up a long drive to get down there.
Let's it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies. Fit it in the window for the score. Lead in the game, and the confidence is building if only there's enough time to finish.
Time is ticking, but man, you gave yourself a chance now. Now the defense, go out, do your job. We got the moment. If you give me the ball back, I'm going to win. Let's go, defense.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wide receiver comes in motion. To throw, it's Levitt. Here comes the heat. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And I think if you're the head coach here, you kind of got mixed reviews on your passing attack so far because, yes, you've thrown for a bunch of yards and you've thrown a couple touchdowns, but you've also given up 4 sacks now. Pass protection has not been great, even though they've got the lead in this game.
Under fire. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Well, the offense obviously already in bad field position. The defense can smell blood in the water. Just look at the defenders pin their ears back and get after this quarterback. Wow.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Third down, they got to get it to Neptune. He'll have to launch a rocket. Quickly to the tight end. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's 4th down coming. And the Sun Devils line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He's got it near midfield. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. To the air, it's Reed. Pulls it in, it's Moss. He goes out of bounds, but not before getting it to the 32.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
The Aggies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Grab near the sticks. It's Concepcion. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. A&M comes back out with another first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode. And what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback. And you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
The sure hands, it's Moss. He gets it inside the 20 and out of bounds at the 17.
How about the running back showing you a little agility, baby? A little toe tapping on the sidelines. He looked like a wide receiver. Make sure he kept his feet in bounds, makes the catch, gets some positive yards.
He caught it! Touchdown, Texas A&M! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch, in those big moments and right before the half, in the fourth quarter, late in the game, just like right here. You need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to give me a stop.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Levin. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, pull off the big upset.
Bring in the heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are. You're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now. If you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, you're going to have time to throw.
Going up top again. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Trying to take it back. And what a return as he takes it back to the 8.
And they don't get their hands on the ball often, but how about the big defensive line? When they do, it's fun to watch. It might take a while, Jesse, but he started to move that thing down the field.
He sure did. He just reminds everybody he's an athlete, too. This guy had some big-time moments in high school on the offensive side of the football, and he's living on defense in college. That's where he's going to make his money at the next level, but that was an unbelievably athletic play.
They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie! And they take it in for 6 more points. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail beat Coffin. Great execution by this offense to put this game away.
The ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Levin. Oh, they're after him. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He'll try to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close.